If you're a project manager or business analyst and you're being asked the question, are we going to deliver this as an agile project? I want to share a few things for you to think about. The very first one is going to be, how are you going to manage your budget? If this organization that you're in does not have a flexible budgeting system where on a weekly, fortnightly, or monthly basis you're able to appropriate funds or reappropriate funds or sort of shift money around, you're going to find yourself in trouble because through the nature of agile delivery, if you miss a feature in one sprint and you put it into the backlog, what's happened to the money that you've already invested? As well as how do you get the money that you're going to need to finish the job? So make sure you have a flexible budget. The next one, when you're considering an agile project, is where are your resources? If you don't have in-house capability and you go to market for, let's say, contractors, or you go to a vendor and you get them to do certain work, if you try to stop your project, the vendor is going to be looking for their money no matter what. And if you have contractors through a recruitment agency, they want to get paid whether they're working or not. So if you have internal resources on the other side of the equation, and sometimes they're busy and sometimes they're not, working in an agile manner is fine because they can start a project, put it down, go do some BAU work or something else, and then they can return to it. But the main point is, when you're looking at running an agile project, it's always best that you actually control your resources, because if they're someone else's, you're not really in control, and there may be a penalty when inevitably, as Agile does, you prioritize new features and new requirements over ones that had already been approved. The next thing I want to talk about, I've seen cases where product managers get into really heated arguments about whose feature is going to go to production first, or whose change goes first, or which test resources, where oftentimes testing and data are shared resources, who gets to get that selection. So it's important that you have governance processes within your organization, and if you don't have them, and you're going to try Agile, you will be on the hook to deliver and create those processes, because you need to have a peaceful way of dealing with internal conflict. And Agile sort of thrives on having that internal conflict, because it's going to force you to say, is releasing this new customer feature a higher priority, or do we need to hit a compliance outcome? Who knows? I'm making stuff up, but the point is you need to be able to adjudicate these things. So what I often tell people and executives and organizations is, if you have a high capability, you stand the best chance of delivering projects in an agile manner, because you'll have governance, you'll have flexible budgeting, you'll have prioritization and understanding of who gets to decide what. However, if you're not a mature organization, stay away from Agile. It's going to cost you a lot of money. You're going to realize that features that you need aren't going to get developed, and you're just not ready for it. Good luck.